evening and welcome to Brainbox Challenge, the programme in which general knowledge, a recall of trivia, will do you no good, but quick wits and a sharp brain will. Our reigning Brainbox champion is Kim Birchall. She'll have to be taking on all comers tonight, hoping to hold on to her title.
And these are the challengers who'll compete against our champion in today's 5 brain games. The winner at the end of the show will get the chance to play the bonus game and will return tomorrow to defend their title with the hope of climbing closer to the £10,000 jackpot.
Now, before the battle begins, let's get your brain in training at home with little Clive's Big Brain Challenge. Little Clive over there, he's got a huge collection of cars. And you'll see they're red and blue cars, and they're falling into his big brain. All you have to do is to keep track of whether more red or more blue cars are in there by the end. So watch closely, here we go. What do you reckon, Kim? Do you think there are more red cars or more blue cars?
I think there were more red.
You think there are more red? You're absolutely right. There are 8 red cars and 6 blue ones. Did you get that right? If not, don't worry. There are plenty of games to stimulate your brain coming up as we play Brainbox Challenge. Right, Kim, you've already faced 3 challenges, isn't it?
Yep.
And your brain bank stands at a pretty good £500, so that's going well. And you've got £1,000 bonus money because you played the end game and you got the maximum amount. So it's all going very well at the moment.
It is, yeah.
So you should
I'm
be
happy with that.
so very cheery about it.
Yeah.
You still have to decide whether to take the challenge because you may have got fed up with playing these games. While you're just thinking about that, let's see who your challenger would be if you decide to take the challenge. There we go, and it's Wendy Clemens. She's 43 and a gym bookkeeper. Doesn't tell you a great deal about her possibilities, but we would find out if you take her on. So, will you take the check or take the challenge?
I'll take the challenge.
I thought you might. Yep. So let's bring on Wendy Clemens.
Wendy was one of the highest overall scorers in our test. She uses her numerical skills every day as a bookkeeper. And working at a gym, Wendy prefers to work out her mind with a puzzle at the end of the day.
OK, Wendy, any particular areas that you like best? Numeracy or language or anything like that?
I like them all in a relaxed setting, but this is something different.
I know, it puts a lot of stress on, doesn't it? Well, we're assuming you'd have to be good with figures because of keeping the books, and very strong on memory.
I can't remember, sorry.
But anyway, you're about to face today's first brain battle. The rules are simple. The winner will take control of the Brainbox champion. The loser will go home. But let's find out which brain battle you'll be facing. Well, it's word matrix. It's a language game. In this game, you'll each be given your own word matrix. Each matrix contains its own core letters. In this example, the 3 letters we used to illustrate this are CER. Once the matrix begins, other groups of letters will fly past on your screen, and your job is to work out which letters can be added to the beginning or the end of the core letters to make a word. For example, if you saw PIN fly past, you can add it to the front of the core letters to make pincer, or if you saw TAIN fly past, then that would go on to the end of the word and make certain. In each case, there are 7 possible words hidden in each word matrix. You get 1 point for each one. Shout out the words when you see them. As the challenger, Wendy, you have to go first. Here are your core letters, and they are HER. Let the matrix begin.
Bother. Herbal. Herald. Herding. Hernia. Either. Father.
Brilliant round, Wendy. I don't know if you were counting in your head. Well, there were 7 possible words there, and you got all 7. So that's absolutely fantastic. You can't do any better than that. Now, Kim, you're going to have to go some to beat that. In fact, you can only equal it. So, here are your core letters. EAS. So let the matrix begin.
Breast. Corneas. Easier. Guineas.
Right, well, you didn't get overseas, or Easter, easels, or pancreas. And you threw in breast for good measure, which wasn't actually there. There was no T for that. Kim, you were our champion, but you'll realise that because you got 3 and Wendy got 7, it's Wendy who won and is going to take your place in due course. So you've lost your position and we are going to send you home. But we're going to send you home with £500 and £1,000, which you won with a brilliant run last time in the bonus game. So that's a total of £1,500. I hope that's a happy reward, and thank you certainly for taking part in the competition. But I now have to say goodbye to you, Kim. Bye-bye. Right. Well, that was spectacular, wasn't it? Not only you won, but you won with a perfect score.
Thank you.
OK, let's see how much money you've got in the brain bank. You've won just the one game, which means £100. You can certainly take that if you want to, but if you play on, you're at risk of losing. If you lose the game, you'd lose that money and you go away with nothing. So, before we make that decision, let's find out who you would be facing if you were to accept the challenge. Well, it's Ed Bates. He's 30 and a dive master. So that obviously requires physical skill and stamina. No doubt a certain amount of problem solving as well, often under extreme conditions. But that's your opponent. So what are you going to do? Are you going to take the check or take the challenge?
I'll take the challenge, please.
Take the challenge, jolly good. Bring on Ed Bates.
When he's leading diving groups, Ed has to be aware of his surroundings, and his spatial score reflected this. He also scored well on the memory section. It must be all of those underwater routes he has to remember.
Hello, Ed. Now, we're calling you a dive master. You've got sort of 2 jobs, though, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. Half the year I spend in Thailand diving, which is wonderful. And then, unfortunately, I have to come back to England and earn some money to be able to afford it.
So what do you do in England to earn the money?
Currently, I'm an IT project analyst.
Right. Now, Wendy, you've made the decision. You saw Ed up there. You're confident you can overcome Ed, the diver and the IT expert, if I would call him that?
I don't know, he's a bit younger than I am. I'm a bit worried.
Come on, you're not ancient. For goodness sake, you're a couple of years older than he is. You should better cope with that.
We'll see.
OK, let's find out which brain battle you're going to go head-to-head in. Well, this is called Picture This, and as you can tell, it's more of a visual game. In this game, all you have to do is to buzz in when you can identify the outline of an object that is looping on the screen. The outlines come on like this, and when you can name the object, you buzz in, and the animation will pause. And if you get it wrong, the loop will start again, so your opponent has a bit more to look at and a bit more of an idea. Any idea what this is?
Teacup?
Yes, it's a teacup. Buzz when you get the right idea. If you get it wrong, it goes to your opponent. Let's start with the first one. Wendy.
Table?
It is indeed a table. There it is, as we can see. All right, let's go on to our next one. Next pattern.
Teapot.
Ed, yes, Stu, you've got a teapot, and you're right. 2 very homely examples at the moment. Away we go with the next one. Yes, Ed.
A flip-flop.
Flip-flop, you're right. Just the sort of thing you might wear on your way to the diving, but there it is. Next one. Yes, Ed.
A pen.
It is indeed a pen. There it is, you're right. It's Wendy.
Bath.
It is indeed a bath. Well done. OK, next one. So, Ed, what's that?
A hammer.
A hammer. It's not a hammer. Have you got any idea, Wendy?
Screwdriver? No, it's got wrong-shaped handle.
It's not a screwdriver. Let's take a look at it, and you'll see what it is. I think we call that a brush, don't we? Next one. Yes, Ed.
Is it a pram?
It is a pram. You didn't seem sure, and there weren't many clues there, but you're right. Now, Wendy, I know your numerical skills are high, so you can probably work out.
I lost.
You lost, you did. Yes, you got 2 there. And Ed, you got 4. So, well done. Now, Wendy, you were with us for a short time, which meant that you got up to £100. But having got the £100, we've tantalised you with it. We've dangled it in front of you, but we've taken it away from you again. We send you away with nothing at all. Other than our thanks for you being here. Hope you've enjoyed actually playing the game. But thank you very much.
Thank
and
you.
Goodbye, Wendy.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Now, that game there, which is, some people find quite a hard game to play, were you absolutely confident you got the right thing, or were you guessing as soon as you thought that, well, that might be that, let's go for it?
Apart from the pram, I think I was pretty confident.
Yes.
Yeah.
OK, let's see what you've won so far. That's £100. If you play now and lose, you'll lose that £100. Or you can take the money and go and just pocket that and say, I've won that. Before you make the decision, I'll show you who your opponent would be if you decide to stay on. And he's Hugh Bates. He's 30 and a solicitor. We're only dealing with £100. I say only because it's the lowest of our prizes. Are you going to take the cheque or take the challenge?
I'll take the challenge.
You take the challenge, so bring on Hugh Bates.
Hugh admits he isn't good at DIY, and his low score on our spatial test may explain why. His pet parrot keeps his good language skills polished, and his passion for fashion ensures that he's always cool, even under pressure.
Welcome, Hugh. You've got a passion for fashion, I've just heard.
I'm not sure about that, Clive, as you can tell, but...
Well, I don't know. That's fashion. It's not perhaps how all solicitors walk around. You look relaxed, you look cool, you look ready for action.
Thank you very much.
And you admitted, if that's the right word, that you're not brilliant at DIY, which might account or might fit in with the fact that you're not very good at the spatial kind of games.
Possibly, yeah. No, I can't stand DIY. I'd rather get a man in. Yeah,
Get a man in. Yeah. All right. So, Ed, you've got this man in as your opponent. Have you got an idea what sort of game you would like to play?
Spatial game.
Spatial game, yes. You know your opponent. All right, let's find out the brain game you will be facing. Well, it's Answer Wall. It's a memory game. You're going to see a wall of words, and you'll have just 20 seconds to memorise as many as you can. You'll then be asked a set of questions, the answers to which will have appeared on the wall. For example, let's look at our wall here. And if playing for real, the wall would disappear, and I'd ask you for an illness, and you'd have to come up with influenza, because that was on the wall, and that would earn you a point. If you give a wrong answer, well, your opponent would get the chance to step in. OK, please reveal today's answer wall. Your time begins now. OK, there it is. Your first question, a capital city. Hugh.
Berlin.
Berlin is correct. Well done. Next question is a popular dessert. Ed.
Trifle.
Trifle. That trifle wins you a point. Next question. It swims in the sea. Hugh.
Dolphin.
Dolphin. That's correct. Well done. Next question. A weather condition. Hugh.
Hurricane.
Hurricane is correct. A cosmetic item. Hugh.
Lipstick.
Lipstick. Bang on. A colour. Ed.
Red.
Ed, red. Right. A fairground ride. Hugh.
Waltzers.
Waltzer, indeed. Well done. A vegetable.
Broccoli.
Broccoli. Well done. Next one. Something you read.
A book.
Book is not right. Go over to Hugh. You can pick this up. Something you read.
Novel.
Novel is not there because it was newspaper. Missed that one. Well played. Fast acting round. Ed, you were our brain box. You did get 3 answers right there. But that wasn't quite enough to beat Hugh because he got 5. So he's our new Brainbox. So well done, Hugh, and bad luck to Ed. I think you missed out on the dolphin, didn't you?
Yes, I was
What an
annoyed about that.
extraordinary thing. You're a diver. You've met dolphins. You have friends who are dolphins. OK, well, Ed, well, thank you very much for joining us. You were a champion. You did get to £100 a matter of a few moments ago. You have had that £100 snatched from your grasp. We send you back to dive and drown your sorrows. Thank you very much for taking part, and goodbye. Well done, Hugh.
Thanks, Doug.
Illustrating the quick thinking of the lawyer.
Must have been.
Now, let's just see how much money you've got. £100. And you can either leave now, taking the £100 with you, or you can decide to carry on and take on a challenge. Before you decide that, let's see who you would be up against if you accepted the challenge. Would it be John Lane, who's 32 and an actor? So I don't know what that tells you about him. Actors have to learn lines. They sometimes have to be quick-witted. Might be good with words, but he might be good with other things as well. But you have to decide whether you're going to take the cheque or take the challenge.
I'll take the challenge.
You take the challenge. OK, let's bring on John Lane as your challenger.
John was one of our highest scorers, achieving strong marks across all areas of the test. At work, too, he's a part-time actor, scriptwriter, director and producer. And he's looking to add Brainbox champion to the list.
Welcome, John.
Thank you, Clive.
OK, so you've got a lot of strings to your bow in the theatrical area.
Yeah, because it's a small-scale theatre company. We basically end up doing everything.
So what sort of plays do you put on? Are you a touring company? You're a fixed space?
So far, we've been doing single venue, but we're hoping to get to start touring soon.
Right. But you do the acting and sometimes directing?
Yeah.
Sometimes...
Predominantly, I've been doing the directing and the producing.
Yes.
But I have performed as well.
OK, Hugh, are you worried now about taking on this challenger? Very high scoring in the preliminary qualifying?
No, I wish it'd said that at the bottom of the screen.
Well, we keep that a secret. We just we tease you with the possibilities. Let's find out which brain battle you're going to be competing in. Well, this is Code 9. It's a numerical game, and this is how this one works. On the screen, you can see there's a key at the top, and below it is a simple sum, 3 plus 5. Now, your job playing this game will be to decode the sum using the code above and then recode the answer. So using that key above, the 3 becomes a 6 and the 5 becomes a 4. You add the 6 and the 4 together to make 10. But then you have to recode that answer and you take each digit separately. So the 1 becomes an 8 and the 0 becomes a 9. So the answer you would buzz in with here is 89. Now, the actual key to the code will disappear while you're playing the game, but you don't have to worry too much because cracking the code is easy enough. As you can see, each column adds up to 9. OK, let's play Code 9. Hugh.
5.
No, that's wrong. John.
4.
4, that's right. Let's see how it works. 7, you see, goes down to 2. 6 becomes a 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And then you have to code back to 4 to come up with the answer. OK, so that's a point scored there. Let's go on to the next one. Yes, John.
8.
That's right. 1 is an 8. 2 is a 7. 8 minus 7 equals 1, and that recodes as an 8. OK, let's go on to the next one. OK, John, just got there.
3.
That's right. OK, next one. John.
4.
Yes, that's right. Let's go on to the next one. Hugh.
1.
1 is wrong, I'm afraid. So, John, what do you think it is?
2.
That's right. Let's do the next one.
I've got to get 1 right.
Yes. John.
5.
That's right, well done. OK, let's do the next one. Yes, John.
27.
27 is spot on. 7 is a 2, 5 is a 4, a 6 is a 3. 3 times 24 is 72, and then recoding the 7, it becomes a 2, and the 2 becomes a 7, so that comes out as 27. Let's do the next one. Yes, John.
32.
No, 32 is wrong.
31.
31 is right. Well done, Hugh. Yes. There ought to be double points for that. Well done. And this is the next one. John.
72.
72 is spot on. Well done. Hugh, that possibly wasn't quite your game.
No, I don't think it was.
Yeah, you did get one right, and it was, I think, probably one of the hardest ones.
I think
you
it
got
was.
there.
Yeah.
Well, Hugh, we're in a sort of a run of people who shine briefly and then go away, and that, I'm afraid, applies to you. You had earned yourself £100, but we grasp it back again. Thank you for taking part, but we now have to say goodbye.
Thank you, Clive.
Goodbye. You seem pretty comfortable with that.
It ran against everything that was in my brain, actually having to reverse it and then take it and reverse it back.
Well, if you reverse driving a car that quickly, then that's not too bad at all. Well, let's see what that's done to your brain bank. It's filled up with £100, so that's good. So you will have a decision to make as to whether to carry on or not. Yeah. This will be the final brain battle of the day. If you win, this will allow you to take the Brainbox challenge, and you could earn a bonus of up to £1,000 in doing that. But of course, if you lose, and this has happened to several people in a row now, you lose the money you've just won. So bear that in mind. The other thing to bear in mind, who is your challenger? Let's take a look who that's going to be, should you decide to do it. OK, this is Allison Walker, 47, and a maths teacher. So she might be able to match your maths skills. So, are you going to take the check or take the challenge?
I'll take the challenge.
Take the challenge. Well, let's bring on Allison Walker.
Allison scored full marks in the numerical test. She was also strong at spatial, but weaker in the language test, despite more than 20 years of classroom experience. She's now ready to teach the other contestants a lesson or two.
OK, Alison, welcome. What a cheery-looking teacher you are. I bet you make maths fun, do you?
I try to.
Yes. But do you have a sort of lovely bunch of children every year, or is it a tough school?
Well, it's a comprehensive school. We get all sorts.
All ranges of ability?
Ranges of ability, all sorts of backgrounds. But on the whole, the majority of students every year are delightful. Really. OK,
well, I'm sure they're all rooting for you. Well, I'm fairly sure. Anyway, so let's find out which brain battle you'll be playing. Right, well, this is a game called Vowel of Silence. It's not a mathematical game, it's a language game. I'll explain this, how this game works. You see a word appear on the screen which has had all the vowels removed, OK? Now, looking at that, you look at it, and all you have to do is to buzz in and tell me what the word is. Either of you, this is not a playing game?
Lollipop.
Lollipop.
It's lollipop, yes, straight in there. John got it and Alison got it. Obviously, these are things that you're seeing on a daily basis if children still have lollipops. Remember, whoever wins this not only be the Brainbox champion, but also get to play the Brainbox challenge, where you can win up to £1,000. So this is well worth winning. Here we go. Let's start with the first of these vowels of silence. OK, who got there? That was John.
Ridiculously.
Ridiculously. Well done. That was ridiculously easy for you, but may have flummoxed other people. Let's go on to the next one. Yes, John.
Superstition.
Superstition is right. OK, the next set of letters. John.
Incentive.
Incentive, right again. Next one, please. So, John.
Condition.
Condition is right. Well done. Next set of letters. John.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen, spot on. OK, next one. Alison.
Vitality.
Vitality is right. Well done. OK, next one. Yes, Alison.
Concentric.
Concentric.
Oh,
no, that doesn't quite work, does it? So, John.
Eccentric.
Eccentric is right. Well done.
Mathematical, you see.
Concentric, yeah, you're thinking of geometry or something there, weren't you?
I know.
So, Alison, you scored just the one. John, you scored 6. And that means you didn't win anything, you don't lose anything. We just bid you a fond farewell and send you back to class 3A or whatever it is. Thank you very much,
Lovely,
Alison.
thank you very much.
Speed seems to be the essence of several of the games, and that's what you're good at, clearly. So
it would seem that way.
You might be looking in for a long run. Who knows? But anyway, let's see what you've got so far. You've won another game, so you roll up from £100 to £250. As you can see, the next one up would be £500, but you haven't got to decide that yet. That'll be for the next programme.
Okay.
Meanwhile, at the end of this programme, you have the chance to win a bonus of £1,000 by playing the Brainbox Challenge. Now, the beauty about this is any money you win in this game is yours to keep. And here's how this game works. A sequence of shapes will appear on the screen, which you'll need to recall correctly. £50 for each one. But don't make it quite as simple as that, because you can only start shouting out the sequence once the first 3 shapes have flashed by. See there, we've got a circle, then a square, and then a diamond, and then you have to start saying circle, square, diamond, remembering 3 shapes back, while observing the ones in front of you, ready for recounting if at all possible. So every one you get right, you get a £50. Once you go wrong, game over. We just work out how many right ones you've already had. Up to a maximum of 16, that would give you £800, but that would earn you a £200 bonus. That brings up the £1,000. So that's what you're playing for. So here we go. Let's play the Brainbox Challenge.
Triangle, circle, triangle, square, star, diamond, star, square.
You stumbled on that one. That's square or circle. You didn't know which it was, and you went the wrong way. But you had got 7 correct already, so that's £350. And, of course, you've got the £250, which you'll be having to take a decision about. But that'll be the beginning of the next programme. We'll see you then. Till then, goodbye.
From winning a reality show to going viral, go behind the scenes and discover what happens when on BBC iPlayer, where you'll also find our new detective double act, brand new drama with Linley. Press red now.